Alright, welcome back to the Supercoach Nuff channel. In this video, we're going to preview round 26 of the 2025 NRL Fantasy season. A lot of head-to-head finals on this week, so a big week for trades if you've got any left. So we'll have a look through top to bottom of the who's hot, who's not lists. And who's hot, number one, Nicho Hynes. Makes sense given the likes of a Nathan Cleary's out this week, Adam Dewey's out, a couple of big halves options. I think with the matchup against the Knights, potential for upside, that's what you want in your head-to-head matchups this week. Speaking of upside, Reece Walsh offers some pretty good upside. Again, Dylan Edwards out this week. If you're still carrying a Ruben Garrick, potentially a swap at wing fullback. So another upside shot that's worth a punt, Reece Walsh. Blake Brayley at number 3, probably the most obvious trade option for Harry Grant. Again, not favourable matchup against the Knights. So, he would be the number 1 hooker pick this week. Hudson Young on the edge. The likes of it, Eli Katoa missing out this week. Viliami Kikau, somewhat popular. So I think he's a great trade-in option for them. Big Tino in the middle. Again, you're missing an Isaiah Yeo in the middle. There's a bit of doubt around a Payne Haas. So I think Tino is a great option to trade in this week. Kai Pearce-Paul on the edge has been scoring pretty well in what is not the best team going around in the NRL at the moment. So I think he's a great point of difference this week. Joe Tarpany in the middle, solid option. Jamal Fogarty in the halves is also a great option if you've already got Nicho Hynes. Jaden Campbell I like as an option. You can play him in the halves this week for Cleary, or obviously at wing fullback, he is a keeper there. Kale Iro, probably the pod of the week, back from his injury. I would love to get him in my centres this week, but I don't have the trade. So do love the Kale Iro pick. Taylor May, rocks and diamonds, but if you think he's going to produce a diamond this week, you could bring him in. I wouldn't have the stones to do it, but I can see why he's popular. Jacob Preston against the Penrith reserve grade team tonight, I think is a nice option. Could get over for a try. Tom Trbojevic, elite ceiling. That's what you want. You want upside this week. Makes sense. Jacob Kiraz, copy and paste what I said about Presto. Get him in your side this week. And Payne Haas, as I said, under a bit of an injury cloud, but if he plays, he is a rock solid option this week. And then the who's not list. So we'll just go through. Cleary's not playing, so that's fine. Harry Grant's not playing, suspended. Adam Dewey's injured, so that's fine. Eli Katoa's rested. Dylan Edwards rested. Ruben Garrick injured. Kick out injured. Sam Walker injured. Nick Meaney rested. Lindsay Smith rested. Isaiah Yeo rested. Xavier Savage rested. Talis Duncan's an interesting one. Why is he out injured? Perhaps I might have missed something there. Let's have a look at the teams. Oh, he's on the bye. Okay, yep. So makes sense. It's like I hadn't actually heard any news about South. That's why they're not playing. Jenkins rested, and Kamikamitha didn't even think he was that popular an option in Supercoach to be on the Who's Not. Not Supercoach Fantasy. Getting my formats mixed up. So I didn't think he was that viable of an option. So I think it's fair enough that you chop him. So pretty boring sort of who's hot, who's not list. Nothing too controversial there. My team, probably not too much controversial here either. Managed to avoid a lot of the carnage when saw all the teams and the restings. I thought I was in trouble, but I'm really only missing Yo, Cleary, and Dewey through injury. So I do have 18 playing this week. Um, with the news Kickout's out, Josh Curran has moved on the edge. So, and with that potential for scoring being a real thing this week for the Dogs, I think he's a nice option to play. So the loop this week is going to be between Connor Watson and Fletcher Hunt. So Connor Watson playing on Friday night, but the Roosters have been using him off the bench, and he has had a couple of down games. So if he does have another low game, and we're probably talking like sub 30, I'd bring Fletcher Hunt in for the Sunday matchup against the Knights. But yeah, that's probably about the only decision we need to make. Captain and vice captain, I know in Supercoach, Nico Hines was very highly captained, but I guess the goal for me is it's all about maintaining the top 5,000. So do I play it safe or do we play for the upside? Because obviously, as well, I've got a few Dogs players against the Panthers reserve grade team tonight. It's very tempting. I guess the Knights aren't going great. The Sharks. So it is tough with fantasy because I don't have the coach. I don't know if that has the captaincy in it, but Footy Stats only has the captaincy from last week or round 24. They haven't even done last rounds. But you can see it's the big three essentially. Everyone else is a bit of a point of difference. So there is a bit of doubt around Payne Haas as well, which sort of adds to it. I think I'm just going to stick fat. It's a bit boring. Hang on. Yeah, so I had the same last week, had the same the week before, and I had Cleary as captain that week. So Hines is coming off the bye. Don't know if that factors into it. All right, let's go it. Grow a pair. Nico Hines captain. Terrell May's fine as VC. Lock it in, and we'll see how we go. So yeah, that's the fantasy team going into round 26. As always, if you've got any questions, comments, thoughts, feel free to add them below this video. Give us a like if you enjoy the fantasy content. Subscribe for all the different fantasy sports content on the channel. It's still going with EPL, NFL, all the good stuff. But other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.